Hi, everyone, and welcome back to The Right Response with Rosh. It has been a minute. I do apologize for taking such a long time to come up with a new video, but I promise you this month we're going to do something a little bit different because we're going to be speaking around one particular topic for a few weeks. So I want you to imagine yourself, maybe it was at work and you had just done this amazing presentation and you're feeling really proud of yourself. And you walk out of the room and someone taps you on the shoulder and says, I just want to share with you that was such a great presentation, but can I give you some feedback? What is it about the word feedback that, stings a little, and maybe it stings a little? And the thing is, we all know that we need feedback if we want to be better, if we want to be better versions of ourselves, if we want to improve in any area of our lives, whether it's skills or attitudes or maybe even our talent, then we need the feedback. That's why the best teams in the world have a coach. But we just find it so difficult, right? Some of us, some of the time, when it comes to hearing things that are perhaps negative about something that we are producing or creating, and it feels like as if it's an attack on ourselves. So here's my promise to you. Whether you are getting feedback that is uninvited, as in people don't even ask you permission whether they can give you feedback. And this happens in our everyday lives. For example, we get feedback about the way we dress. We get feedback about how we could possibly lose more weight. Or sometimes we even get feedback on how we can raise our kids. So here's the thing. Feedback, super important, but why is it that we find it so difficult to receive that feedback? So let's get to it. So welcome back, everyone. So the right response with Rosh is about how we can be better at responding to events, people, and sometimes even questions. And in this instance, I want to talk about the way we respond to feedback. So if at a head level, we understand that, yes, I do need to be open to feedback and receive, information that can somehow help me improve and be better at whatever it is that I'm doing, whether as a manager or as a parent, or maybe even as a sports person. So how do I improve my response? Well, when it comes to feedback, it is quite a complex topic. And that's the reason why I want to do a series of videos for all of us to get better, right? To get better at receiving feedback, to get better at giving feedback, and to not only, hear from me, but I'm going to share with you in terms of the research I've done, what other people are saying that we can do and say when we get that feedback. So in today's video, though, I want to share with you 5 reasons why we're not so good at feedback. So let me start off with reason number 1. So the first thing is that it feels like as if it's failure, right? I mean, when someone comes to us with feedback, it's usually to tell us about why something didn't go so well or why we didn't do something, well enough. And when people are giving us information, it might be packaged as constructive criticism or constructive feedback, it still doesn't feel great because it feels like as if, something negative is being said about ourselves, about us. So that's the first problem with feedback, the way we are receiving and accepting feedback. Now, the second reason why we are not so great with feedback is that sometimes it's not about you, it's about me. So what I mean by that is that sometimes when people are giving us feedback, it feels like as if what they're trying to say is that it's my way or the highway. So it's not really about me and improving me. That's why you're giving me feedback. But what you're trying to say is that, can you do it like me? Or can you do it kind of how I would have done it. So maybe it's the way the feedback is packaged that's an issue. Now, the third reason why we have issues with feedback is timing, or it could be the venue, right? The setting that we're getting feedback, or it could be the context. So, imagine getting feedback, in front of many people. So you're at a meeting and suddenly the boss says, "Hey, can I give you some feedback?" in front of everyone. Now, that's not the best setting, and sometimes maybe it's not the best timing. And I remember once when I was giving feedback to someone, I was giving the feedback way too late. And when the person asked me for examples that I could share with them, to help them understand what I was trying to say, because I was speaking too much in generics, I have to admit, I didn't have those examples and I wasn't being very useful. So, the setting, the timing, the context, all that can make a difference in feedback. So that sometimes is the issue. So what's the fourth reason why there's issues with feedback? Sometimes it's the feedback giver, okay? The feedback giver is someone that we maybe don't like, maybe we don't trust, right? And because of that, we have these blinkers around what they're saying to us. We wonder whether there's a hidden agenda. We wonder whether, it's really accurate. I mean, is it true what their feedback is saying? And here's the thing, if we are not being open to feedback and listening to feedback because the person that is, sharing that information with us is somehow flawed, right? Then we might be doing ourselves a disservice. But that also lends, a different take on feedback, right? We need to ask ourselves whether, we are the right people to give the feedback. So that's the fourth reason why people have issues with feedback. Now, the fifth reason has a lot to do with us. You and me, and the way we code the word feedback. Because there, in the world of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, which I'm a master trainer in, they say that there's no such thing as failure, it's feedback. But when you hear feedback, it does feel like failure, right? So you've got to find a way to wrap your head around feedback and start having a healthier attitude and approach and maybe spirit around feedback. I mean, could it be that we could be more proactive in asking for feedback? Is there a way we can, sift through the stuff that may not matter? Are we able to see patterns and to be able to realize that, okay, this here is a nugget? I want to share with you something that happened to me many years ago. People were actually sharing with me feedback in a very light-hearted way, almost like a joke. They were making jokes about something I was doing or not doing. And I laughed with them, thinking that it was funny, right? But no, it was actually feedback because people were uncomfortable giving me feedback. So folks, we need to get better and more comfortable, not only with receiving feedback, but also giving feedback. So this month, please subscribe to my channel so that you'll be notified to the future videos that I'm going to be sharing. And I promise you, I am going to do more videos this month than I've ever done. I mean, I've kind of averaged at 2 a month. I just want to give you this gift for not having been around for so long for you. And I am going to share with you a few videos around feedback receiving, feedback giving. And I hope you will join me on this journey. Do subscribe, and of course, please do share if you do like this video. And more importantly, I want you to share with me some stories of moments when either you had a negative experience with feedback or a positive experience with feedback. You can, of course, send me an email to tell me the story. You can record a voice recording and send it to me by WhatsApp. I will place my phone number in the, no, I won't place my phone number. So please send it to me via email, and or write it out. I'm very, very happy to hear your stories. So feedback it is for the whole month of March. Do join me. Till the next video.